There it is. There's the castle. We're back. We're back in Europe. We've got Germany and Belgium, Spa and the Ring. We're at the Ring today to finish up the trip, but my gosh, I am so glad to be back. This is the highlight of our year every year, and I forget that. I know that sounds stupid. I forget it's the highlight. Then I'm here and I say, why don't we live here? I mean, why don't we come here all the time?
We're here at Pilgrimage 2023, and we found the GT3 dispenser. It is Porsche GT3 day at the Ring. Well, it's Porsche Experience Day. But I did see one GT4 RS go by. He was the lone GT4 in the pack of both GT3. There it is. It's here.
If you haven't come, you should come, but don't take my word for it. You have to hear people that have been on this trip, because frankly, what they should do is just make you jealous you weren't here.
So this trip is just a great time of getting together with like-minded people and doing what I think is the most fun thing to do in the world for 4 days. And we get to drive cars, talk about cars, and learn a lot about track driving.
It's like space camp for auto enthusiasts. You used to get so jazzed, you want to go learn about rockets and whatnot. This is much more applicable.
It's like a distillation of all the things that all car people have dreams about, combined into one fantastic week.
I raced Nurburgring on Forza. I memorized Spa in the simulator, but to have the reality is nothing like it at all.
I mean, everyone knows Spa and Nurburgring is not flat, but unless you experience in person, you don't know how much the elevation changes it actually have. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's not something you can experience on the sim.
It was intense. I didn't anticipate it being this intense, and it was, I don't know if I wasn't ready for it, but it was worthwhile.
My favorite thing has to be the Nurburgring. It does. Now, it's not just that. Specifically, it's the fact that when you're on the Nurburgring, it is a terrifying, intimidating experience.
I've done this quite a few years, and every time there's just more to learn. It's a track that has unlimited potential, unlimited challenges, and I can't get enough of it.
The driving was phenomenal on tracks I've heard of, but never thought about driving. But that goes hand in hand with the people. To drive the track, to be with the people, we're all here for the same reason. So there's no one answer, just show up.
My favorite thing has been talking about cars at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Driving the Nurburgring with Todd in a GT3 RS. Hooning it and just having the time of my life.
And by the way, there's a reason I'm wearing this particular shirt, because it needs to be redone. And well, we drove the GT3 RS. Have you heard? It's over on our main channel. So head over there to watch that, because Ron generously gave us seat time on both tracks, Spa and the Ring, in the GT3 RS.
Just to get in all these cars we've been driving, to drive them as hard as you can, and in every single case you have an instructor beside you. So we try to take away as many of the question marks as possible so people can just have fun. And this year I drove more than last year, and guess what I remembered? It's fun to drive these tracks. It's crazy, and I want to go do more.
The instructor is what makes it so amazing, because like all you got to focus on is listen to what he says, do what he says, and that's it.
I see it. Yeah.
And then you could just focus on having fun.
I was so intimidated and so nervous heading onto these very, very crazy tracks, and it surprised me how easily my nerves went away, how knowledgeable the instructors were, how good they are at their job. Turns out they know what they are doing.
Now you can do this. Keep it going, keep it going, keep going, keep going. Now easy yourself.
Easy peasy. And they will allow you to settle in and really, really enjoy your time. You don't have to really stress about it. Just go out on track, listen, and enjoy the drive.
The instructors they find are just phenomenal. They're really easy to work with. They are brave.
No brake left inside, gas gradually to the right.
Yep. They encourage you to go fast. So that has been pretty amazing.
RSR has been an amazing host. Their instructors have been fabulous.
On straight line now.
Okay, that's good.
Better. Just constant improvement each lap I got to do.
They'll cater to you, they'll treat you well, and they'll get you out there and they'll get you performing at your maximum. And you feel like at the end of the day, you've really conquered that track.
And to have one of the driving instructors from RSR right next to me, showing me lines and brake points, certainly gave me the confidence to up my game from a driving perspective.
Before I came here, I was scared of Nurburgring, and after my 6 arranged laps, I just signed up for more. I'm going to go out and do more. It's fabulous.
As much as I've loved the track driving, I really enjoyed the more relaxed pace on the touring day. Getting to stop in Bernkastel, the tour through the countryside was amazing.
We got to take the majority of the cars that we had driven at Spa, which were all high-end cars from Porsches to a Renault to BMWs, and take them out on the Autobahn where we could exercise their abilities.
Going full throttle on the GT2 RS on the Autobahn. I was like, what? Because it was the way, like, it was raining beforehand. Then we swapped cars and then the sun just said hello. I was like, oh, I'm taking off. I'm there. I have this car. I'm never gonna touch this car again. I'm taking it.
Doing 250 kilometers on the Autobahn was insane in crazy cars.
Getting to drive a GT3 was beyond my imagination. I never expected it. It was the cherry on top of a perfect vacation.
There's two ways to look at this. In one way, you can just come to these tracks. That's what's amazing about both Spa and the Nurburgring. You can find time to get on either of these tracks. The ring is open every single weekend of the summer. But in this case, we set it all up for you.
Yeah, you could kind of figure it out and kind of go around YouTube and look up the guy that does the racing and make your own stuff. But why bother? You got these guys who got it down. They've been improving it year after year after year. You hang out with them, they know what they're doing, you don't have to think about it, just write the damn check and show up, and that's it, you're done. And you meet great friends who are all of the like mind. It's the best way to do it. I would absolutely not do it any other way. Do it this way. If you've dreamed about it, do it.
This is motorsports Mecca, and if you love cars, you have to come.
Come drive cars on tracks, where you will learn valuable skills that are applicable to every aspect of your life, not just track driving.
You can't claim to like cars and not jump at the opportunity to live something that you're never ever gonna forget.
It's a bucket list item. Check it, you're not gonna regret. Even if you are the most casual, the filthiest casual of automotive fan, just do it.
I want to say that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I want to come back next year. So I'm going to be digging through couches to try and make that happen.
Find the money, borrow it from your grandma, it doesn't matter. Just get it and come here. You're not going to forget it, and you're going to enjoy every single minute of it.
Even if you're unsure about it, you know, take the challenge and do it. It's great. You get to meet 10 or 12 people that all like cars, and if you do, you'll have a good time.
I mean, it's so easy. Somebody said write the check. It's just simple. You show up, you get in the van, you go to lunch, you go to dinner, you stay in beautiful hotels, you go to amazing racetracks. It never ends. Sadly, it ends tomorrow.
But we couldn't do it without thanking Ron Simons and the entire team at RSR. They've gone over and above what we've asked them to do, and they're our partners in this. We couldn't do it without them. So I implore you, I recommend this trip highly. Come on this trip with us, because you will also find out how much fun this is and how much you want to get better and learn things about yourself.
I have been watching this trip go by for the last 8 years, and have kicked myself every year that I've seen that the trip filled up. And finally I said this year, I've got to do it. Life is short, and all we have are memories, and I had to make this certainly one of them.
You'll regret not coming. You'll regret the things you don't do, not the things that you do. So make it happen.
You might have been told that money can't buy happiness, but this is the exception.
Don't wait. I planned on doing this years ago, and I didn't. And for years I've regretted it. This year, I made it.